Lamb fam, welcome back. Today is going to be a review of episode 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac. So it starts with Ashley, Giselle, and Mia. They're shopping for this Austin trip that Ashley is planning for the ladies. They start talking about Nneka and Wendy and how they believe Nneka because of the way she said it. She said it with such conviction. They don't think she's lying. And Wendy lied about knowing her. But Nneka lied too. They both said they didn't know each other. I don't know why everybody is forgetting that Nneka also said they didn't know each other. They're just trying to make Wendy seem like the liar. They both lied. So they're going back and forth between them and Wendy and Eddie. And Wendy and Eddie are talking about how he don't know Ikenna, and that was his first time seeing him, and they went to college at the same time, but he don't know him. Honestly, I really don't know what to believe with that one. The other ladies say that they like Nneka because she's smart. But y'all don't like Wendy because she's smart, and she was talking about her degrees too much. Yeah, okay. So Mia goes to therapy with Gordon, and she talks about how she went and got a divorce attorney. Gordon is just so taken aback. He has no idea. He just want to fix his marriage. Poor Gordon. He don't know. This girl is a gold digger, and she is done. So she has to come up with some excuses. Her excuses are straight BS, though. She claims that one of the issues she filed is because they argue, and she doesn't want her kids to see them argue. You don't think you're going to argue in a marriage at all?
Why did you want to file for divorce?
Gordon was really so focused on like work and, and then we started to argue. And I grew up in a abusive environment. I told myself that I just won't allow my children to hear mommy and daddy arguing.
Like, that's BS. She then also says that he's working too much. Why wouldn't he work? Y'all broke. You need to be working too. She wants him to retire. So you okay being in that studio apartment? Okay. But why are they only in an apartment, by the way? Don't Mia make some money from Real Housewives? Why can't she like put them in something a little nicer? I don't know. Maybe they gotta pay back with that money. I don't know. She then talks about something that happened with the whole embezzlement CEO situation. So they tried to hire an attorney for their defense, and this attorney ended up taking the money and running. He ended up getting disbarred, and then he unalived himself. Now, Gordon was mighty quiet when Mia was giving this story, so I don't know what to believe with that. Y'all know Mia embellishes. She embezzles and she embellishes, so I don't know. It's time for the Austin trip. Ashley devised the cars based on zodiac signs, which really didn't make any sense.
I've decided to divvy up the cars based on your astrological sign.
Come on in, baby girl. We need some air. Oh, it's so hot in here.
Wendy and I are air, so we're the most mutable, so we can go anywhere.
Because the mutual signs are the Virgos, the Geminis, and the Sagittarius. So it didn't make sense for her to split her and Wendy up because they're mutuals. Like, I don't know what that was about. She should have just said why she put whoever in the car with whoever, because that zodiac sign stuff didn't make no sense. But she put Robin in a van with Candace, Mia, and Wendy. So y'all know that ride was pretty quiet. Robin had nothing to say without Giselle. And then the other van was Giselle, Karen, Ashley, and Nneka. And they were a little more chatty because, they get along somewhat. But if I was Candace and Wendy, I would have just been laughing and kikiing and being loud the whole time and getting on their nerves. So the van with Giselle and Karen, the earth signs, they started talking, and they started talking about Karen and Robin state, and Karen and these isms that don't make no sense.
I'm not fake, Giselle. I like Robin a lot. I want to see her win.
You want to see her win? Okay,
Eventually.
Why don't you tell her that?
No. I cut the pie in half at your home, Ashley, and I put the other half of it, my concerns, and which I will address with Robin directly, in the freezer.
So I guess what she's saying is they're okay, but they're not good. Like, she still got a little issue, or she's still holding back a little bit. So they get to Austin, and Ashley hands out the rooms. Everyone has a suite besides her and Robin. They both have penthouses, and she gave Robin a penthouse because basically she feel bad that she been getting cheated on. They go to a restaurant, and Karen tries to get Giselle and Candace to talk. And I like what Candace said. I think Giselle needed to hear it.
She does not want to acknowledge me because she thinks that if she doesn't speak to me, then I will disappear. But my black ass is still sitting here. So there's that.
Candace basically said that Giselle is ignoring her because she thinks if she ignores her enough, that Candace will go away. And I'm glad that Candace said that because you could tell that Giselle is just one of those people that have been lied to her entire life. She thinks she's more important than what she is. She thinks that if she ignores you and she gets all of her friends against you and all of you guys don't talk to her, that she'll just crawl up in a ball and die and be so sad. And I'm just glad that she's letting her know, girl, nobody cares that you don't want to be friends with me. Life goes on. I'm still here. You know, Giselle is just mad about getting red. She said something stupid. She said for the safety of her family, she doesn't want to talk to Candace, even though she's the one who made up the lies about Candace's family and her husband. You were the one attacking hers. Girl, you just heard about being red. That's all. The same reason you upset with Wendy. So Robin and Mia have a walk, and Mia gives her the story about this attorney. I just don't know what to believe. But of course, Robin is getting emotional because the same thing happened to her when she caused her and Juan to go broke. Mia and Robin get back to the ladies. And Karen is basically calling Giselle out on how quiet she gets when she's around Candace and when she's around Giselle. And Candace, not Giselle, Wendy. Let me just say that again. Karen brings up how quiet Giselle gets when she's around Wendy and when she's around Candace. So then Giselle brings up, well, the reason she was quiet at the pickleball event is because the whole voodoo situation kind of made her uncomfortable and she wanted to stay out of it. But at the same time, you be kikiing and saying that you believe it. So, like, which one is it? And that leads to Nneka and Wendy having yet another conversation where nothing gets clarified. They're questioning the validity of the claim as far as Wendy's mom. So Giselle tries to bring up a supporting detail. Well, your mom attacked Mia that one time, right? So Wendy just reads pretty much what her mom said.
Well, ugly inside and out. Crater face Mia, a bombastic, ignorant, nonsensical, baseless, wannabe CEO troublemaker. I'm bringing this up because Giselle wanted to bring it up. Okay.
I forgot.
All right.
Thanks for reminding me.
To hell with Mia and Peter. Oh yes, I say Holy Ghost fire on Mia and Peter and thunderstorm amen.
Necessarily witchcraft. I don't know what that was. So I was looking on Twitter at the time, and basically people were saying that it's an African prayer against their enemies, but it's like a prayer, so it's I don't know. Basically they were saying that it wasn't witchcraft. I don't know. That just sounded, it didn't sound like witchcraft, but it didn't sound good. It sounded like I'm sending thunderstorms. I want to send thunderstorms your way, or I'm wishing thunderstorms. I don't know. I don't know. But the Twitterer said that it was not witchcraft. I don't know anything about African culture, so I'm going to just have to go with what they said. It didn't sound good to me, though. That's all I'm going to say. So Wendy is trying to explain the relationship between her and Nneka, and Nneka interrupts.
They have been on and off for the past 2. It's been shaky.
Nice try.
So basically, it's looking as Nneka was trying to use her connection with Wendy to get on the show, which is why Wendy felt like she was using her for clout. Again, I feel like this is the same situation when Wendy first came on the show with her and Karen. Karen wanted nothing to do with her. She felt like she was using her to get on the show. However, I am still confused about the details because each time we talk about this, they add some more details. And clearly, the ladies are confused as well.
It's confusing to figure out, okay? See, this is why I can't do this with y'all, because I can't keep up. Nneka had the phone record. Nneka called, Wendy called AT&T, Verizon, something. It was just, I am so lost in all of this.
So it's not just editing. They just need to tell the whole truth. Like, it just looks crazy. It looks confusing, and it makes both of them look like liars. But it kind of ends with them trying to make Wendy look like the liar. Like, this whole time, they've been trying to make Wendy look like the liar, when, again, both of them said they didn't know each other.
So why are you announcing her at your daughter's sippency then?
That was no.
When I think of a Nigerian woman who is not only filled with tradition but also the modern world, I think of Levy.
Now, I do feel like that part was edited. When she said something about Lebe and Wendy was kind of stuttering, I think that was edited for sure.
That was no.
It sounded like she was about to say something. So next week, Robin gets cussed out by the group for not being honest. And she breaks down.
Juan no longer had the messages. Like, he cleans his phone out like crazy.
Bitch, what? What's not clicking here?
Robin, you're not being accountable for lying to this entire group. I'm turning into a villain.
Now, after tonight's episode, Wendy went on Twitter and posted some receipts proving that she doesn't know Nneka. So there was more to the story, but I guess it was true that they really didn't know each other. So let me look at what Wendy done posted. Okay, so she posted how she had just gotten Nneka's number after Ashley's event because she felt like they were trying to pit her and Nneka against each other, and she wanted to get her number and talk to her about it. So she was basically saying, if you really had an issue, you could have used the number that I gave you, but instead you went and had a scene with Robin. She posted the receipts of her getting her number at the event, and I thought it was funny that she saved her as Ashley's friend. Wendy is a mess. She then posted the receipts of Lebe reaching out to Wendy, telling her about Nneka, basically saying, hey, I have this in-law who just got approached by Bravo about being on your show. And from Wendy's response, it seems like they never met up or anything, but that could have made Wendy feel some type of way, you know. The clout part is starting to make sense now. So basically, Wendy knew that she was coming on the show and she wasn't feeling it. But to be honest, this does kind of prove that they did not know each other, but Wendy did know of her and knew that she was coming on the show. So, I mean, we're somewhat clear. I'm still on Wendy's side in this situation because Nneka is just coming off a little bit too strong. I don't understand what she's so upset about. I don't understand why she was going so hard this episode trying to prove that Wendy knew them. When you agree that y'all didn't know each other, so like, what's your new angle now? Like, I don't understand. It just seems like she's just trying to pick an issue with Wendy. She seems to have every receipt except what the mother said, so I'm still not believing that. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about everything in the comments down below. Stay happy, healthy, and all of that good stuff, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.